Sultana's Dream by Rokheya Shakawat Hossein. Topics to be discussed. Author introduction, gist of the story, summary, themes. Author introduction. The name is Rokheya Shakawat Hossein. She was born on 9th December 1880 into a landed family of Pairaband in Rangpur. She was a literature educationist and a social reformer who played a pioneering role in awakening Muslim women. Despite her personal losses, Rokheya didn't sit idle. She started working for women's education and emancipation. She was the founder of Shakawat Memorial Girls School. Rokheya wrote on wide range of subjects including social prejudice, adverse of Parda system, women's education, social repression on women, etc. In this, our story fall into adverse of Parda system. Her works include Matti Chor. It is an essay. It is a collection of essay that was published in two volumes. The first volume was published in 1904 and the second volume was published in 1922. Sultana's Dream. The next work is Sultana's Dream. It was a satirical work published in 1905. Padmarag. It was a novel published in 1924. Gist of the story. Sultana's Dream was written in 1905 by Begum Rokheya, also known as Rokheya Shakawat Hossein. It is a science fiction short story first published in the Indian Ladies magazine that depicts a society in which the practice of parda is inverted, thus transforming into a feminist utopia. Parda, a practice that was originally used in Persian culture by Muslims before being adopted by Hindus in India, involves secluding women away from public life. Women are relegated to live in their own segregated domestic space, which are called zenanas, and often must wear clothing that obscures or hides their face and body in order to remain shielded from the male gaze. In Ladyland, this tradition is reversed. Rather than women being imprisoned, it is men who are imprisoned into male-only space that women refer to as mardanas. Summary of Sultana's Dream. Sultana's Dream takes place in the female utopian Ladyland where men are excluded from the community and relegated to mardanas, the male form of the female zenana, where women were kept secluded from society during the practice of parda. When the story starts, Sultana was lying in a chair and contemplating the condition of Indian womanhood, awakes to find herself in a fictional version of her home in Calcutta. Although she is nervous to go outside at first, describing herself as a woman who is practicing parda and therefore unable to go outside and into space with the men, a woman who Sultana mistake for one of her own friends, Sister Sarah, comes and accompanies her throughout Ladyland. Sister Sarah shows Sultana around the country, explaining all of the technological advancement and improvements the women have been able to make ever since eliminating men from public social life. Without men, the women of Ladyland have been able to revolutionize society. They move around in flying cars and automated agriculture using electricity. There are no longer any vehicular or public transportation accidents, and crime has been entirely eliminated. The women live in peace and have enough time to accomplish both their regular work, which they do in laboratories, and hobbies like embroidery. As Sister Sarah described, women are far more efficient at working than men. Sister Sarah and Sultana engage in a dialogue during which Sister Sarah uses several metaphors to explain how women have come to dominate society. Even though she admits that men are physically stronger, she explains that Ladyland was founded after women were able to gain access to university education and begin to develop their technological inventions. During a war with a neighboring country, one of the female scientists, referred to as a lady principal, was able to engineer a machine that harnessed solar heat. While men were busy fighting the war using physical violence, the women utilized the solar heat weapon and won the war, imprisoning the men in the process. After their victory, the women were able to develop Ladyland as a female-only society. The women practice a religion that is founded on love and truth, and under the Queen's reign, refused to trade with any country where women continue to be kept in zananas. Sultana is amazed at the utopian qualities of Ladyland, and after touring around its laboratories and universities, fall asleep on Sister Sarah's flying car, only to wake once more back in her Calcutta home. Despite Ladyland's verisimilitude, the feminist utopia is revealed to have been only a dream. The themes that she covered in the story is science and innovation, female education, critique of patriarchal society. Science and innovation as theme. Ladyland is propelled by progressive scientific innovation, which is only possible with the removal of the oppressive male power structure that the women eliminate by restricting the men to the Madonnas. They engineer flying cars, install plumbing in homes, and even control the weather with a large water balloon that can dispense water when necessary. Because of the scientific and technological advancement of Ladyland, there are no deaths from car accidents or no natural disasters. The women are able to create a total utopia using science. The women's use of science is also a criticism of the male-dominated scientific field of the time, which primarily used science in ways that harmed the natural world or strengthened modes of enacting violence upon others. Ladyland's next theme is female education. Ladyland's feminist utopia emerges as a direct result of accessible female education. When the Queen passes an order that all women should be educated, women are able to receive a proper scientific education and begin to turn their attention toward innovation. The next theme is critique of patriarchal society. Sultana's dream in portraying an idyllic all-female society criticizes male power structures including political, religious and social institutions that were all male-dominated at the time of the story's composition. Religion in Ladyland, for example, is focused on love and truth, which implies that religion in regular patriarchal society is the opposite and fails to embody these values. The explicit mention of certain items such as the Kohinoor and the peacock throne make the story's criticism even more explicit, as they overtly reference the Mughal dynasty and condemn the Mughal Empire's focus on extravagant riches and military warfare. Thank you.